Hello and welcome back to the Black Gentleman's Culture Premium Cigar and Spirits channel. And today we're out front with the PEACE. This is a 6x50 stick and it was aged 4 years from the Provider Club. Now, I'm telling you, I got it last year. So yes, this is not aged a full year yet by me. I'm trying, folks. I'm trying to get better. The wrapper is Ecuadorian Habano, binder Nicaraguan, and the fillers are Nicaraguan Dominican. That being said, the body, when you give it a good hard sniff, yes, you're going to get butterscotch, but you're going to get heavier hay. The cold draw definitely is butterscotch. And the foot, they say cocoa butter, but I got a little bit more hay off of that. That being said, they did not tell you what to pair it with. But if you know, if you dealt with butterscotch, it's kind of smooth and buttery. So I decided to put a scotch with it. So we're going to see how this goes. That being said, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get through the first third and I'm going to see you then. Okay, everyone. This is what I'm drinking with this cigar. It's called a Tomatin. This is a 12-year aged Scotch. And let me tell you how I found it. On the internet. Don't know. It's not sold in Ohio. So of course I had to order it in. Right now though, I can tell you one thing. For this to be a Scotch, it's not overly oily. And it's not just bitter. Sometimes I ran across Scotches to me that I thought were bitter. And I do mean that if it's like the butter in the Scotch, just terrible. However, this Scotch is actually extremely smooth. It does give you that little bit of burn that you get from Scotch, but it's not an overbearing burn or something that just burns out your palate, making it hard for you to enjoy what you're eating or smoking, as you can see. That being said, I'm going to go ahead, keep going, and I'm going to let you know how this is going with the cigar and what I'm going to call the pairing on this. All right. Okay, we're back after the first third, and let me tell you, everything they say in this cigar is in there. It has the bread. It has a sweet bread taste coming through. You get cedar, you get baker spice, and you're getting cinnamon. Now, here's the crazy part. That butterscotch comes through on a retrohale. You get blasted with it. It's extremely strong, which is amazing. It's shocking me. Now, the only thing so far I can say about this cigar that is a bad thing to me, you got to be careful. It will ash itself on you. I mean, I literally just moved it away from me and an ash dropped. If I didn't, it would have been all over me. Other than that, it's going smooth. Now, I paired it with a Tomatin, 12-year age, and right now, the Scotch and the cigar are magnificent together. That being said, I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to see you at the halfway point. All right, folks, let me tell you, this Scotch and this cigar goes great. I'm not going to give you the final review number yet, but let me tell you, this Scotch is magnifying the cigar, and the cigar is magnifying this Scotch. When you get a pairing that does that, it's quite spectacular. Is this the best that I've had? No. That is because, truthfully, I'm a Dalmore snob. I love the Dalmore Scotch, and it got to the point where I usually don't drink other Scotches. And I usually don't do cigar reviews with my Dalmore. But I'm thinking I will do it in the near future. But that being said, this Tomatin is a great, it's not really budget friendly because I've seen it where you could pick this up for about 45 to 50 bucks. But I got it because I went to, I was on a website speaking with the guy, and he threw it in for 20 bucks just to say, hey, try it out. And let me tell you, it is worth the try. So if you're living anywhere outside of the state of Ohio, that may be selling this, pick it up. You won't be disappointed. That being said, I'm going to see y'all at the final third. Okay, folks, we're back and we've just gotten to the halfway point. As you can see, we got that kiddie roller coaster burn going on. But other than that, it's burning smoothly. And people know what I love to say. If I wanted to use this as a straw, no, I could not. But the flow is open. But it is snug. It's not extremely snug where you have to do a double puff. It's just snug. Now, the flavor in this, like I said, it goes well with the tomatin. The tomatin. I'm sorry, I was looking at something else. But the tomatin goes perfectly with this. It breaks up the baker's spice and it enhances the cinnamon. So if you're not a big cinnamon fan, be careful, because this cigar is going to get magnified if you put it with this Scotch. But other than that, the retrohale still remains smooth. You're getting light butterscotch coming through that now, but you are getting a whole lot more cedar, meaning just off of the cigar itself. They say it's supposed to be cream in it, but give it a minute. I don't know. That's the only thing that I haven't experienced yet dealing with getting to the halfway point. So hopefully it'll kick in stronger at the halfway point. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and keep it going. And I'll be back with the final review of this and the Scotch. All right, folks. Okay, folks. I'm down to that final third. So let me tell you about this. The Tomatin 12 bourbon sherry cask is a go. This I'm going to give a solid 7. Not with the cigar, but this alone. I'm going to give this a 7. Folks, on the nose, you're going to get the apple, the mango. You're going to get the sweetness coming off of this. And truthfully, that's what's keeping the cinnamon at bay with this cigar. So, if you got 50 bucks or 45, depending on how much it costs where you are, this is worth the buy. Like I said, I'm a snob when I come to my Scotch, and guess what? I think I'm going to order the other 2 that's up above this. That being said, I'll see you at the final third with the cigar. Okay, everyone, I'm back and we're at the final third. And let me tell you, outside of the cream that they advertise with this, which I think they just mean the butterscotch on the retrohale, this cigar is completely solid. You're going to get the cinnamon now, you're going to get the nutmeg, and truthfully, those 2 would overpower this cigar and your palate if not for the tomatin that I'm drinking. Now let me tell you, this cigar itself, I'm going to give an 8. These 2 together, I'm giving a solid 8.5. Because truthfully, this is something that you could definitely give to your boys and let them drink. And let them smoke. And put them together and make it a nice little afternoon with the fellas. And knowing me, that's what I'm going to do, because I've already put 5 of these in the basket for the Provider Club so I could get more. Now, other than that, this cigar is great. And if it's one complaint I got, it's small. Provider Club, quit making all the cigars go with rum, white wine, and Chardonnays, and tawny porters. You know why? My wife keep taking them. I literally had to go ahead, give up my alcohol to her, everybody, and I ordered more. This just happened to be the first bottle that came in. I got about 8 or 9 more bottles on the way of different things that I want to show people, and there's a couple of things local I'm going to pick up. That being said, I'm going to say what I always say. If you got a bunch of cigars, smoke them. And if you got more than a bunch of cigars, share them and make more cigar heads. And guess what? the Peace will definitely bring a lot of people to the party. All right, folks, I'm going to see you on the next cigar.